Good morning, Antrim County. This is Matt from Antrim County's Veteran Affairs Office. Apparently, I can't speak English today, so we're just going to roll with it. So, we got a couple things we're going to put out today. One is some events. The Northern Michigan Veterans Benefit Fair. It's going to be on November 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's going to be at the E-Free Church in Gaylord. And we got on the same day as our Veterans Shoot Day, September 14th, from 1 to 5, there's a 4th annual Rockin' for Hope Music Fest. And that's going to be down in Irons Park in West Branch, Michigan. So if you're in that area, it'll be a good place to check out. And then Roscommon County Veteran Affairs Office is going to be hosting part of the Mackinac Bridge Walk on Labor Day, Monday morning. So that should be a pretty good event. I know a lot of people from all over the world come up for the Labor Day Bridge Walk, so that should be pretty good. Brandon?
You know that the fair there, that benefits fair, went there last year, and they actually had a really good turnout as far as like vendors go and information being provided and everything like that. And every year it just seems like they keep growing. Cadillac just had theirs as well. Wexford County, they always do a good job as well. They hold that. I think this is about the 5th or 6th year for them.
So yeah,
out there.
That's about right.
But you get some really good information from these places and some good connections. That's awesome that they're able to do that. So yeah, but still, nothing's going to beat our vet shoot, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We should have a pretty good turnout for that one. I know a lot of guys coming, so.
Yeah, American Legion's still doing the chicken wing bar and providing the prizes for the competition shoots, and just make sure everybody you bring your rifles and your handguns and come, and some ammo, and come enjoy the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We still do our coffee talks too.
Oh yeah. Yep. We got the third Wednesday and third Tuesday of the month. What was it? Tuesday is
Elk Rapids.
Elk Rapids and
9 a.m.
Well, Valera Wednesday.
Usually we start about 8:30 though at Elk Rapids though anyway, so we get there a little early.
It helps when you live out there.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm usually there before, which is good. Sometimes some people beat me there, so that's why I'm like, well, I better get over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice though. How many people we have? Like a dozen?
Something like that this time, yeah.
It was good, and we had our friends, our new friends now from the Kalkaska VFW come over, and that was fun meeting them. Yeah, it was a good time though. And then Wednesday, that was pretty big too at Bel Air. It usually is though. A lot of people show up to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the Veterans Appreciation Day game last night. I was over there with the booth, and that was pretty cool. Met a lot of veterans, and it was fun watching. It was fun watching a high school football game. It's been like 2 decades since the last time I've sat and watched a football game, so it was kind of nice, and got to see a lot of community members and people that are involved with the school system. It was amazing. The coaches and stuff, watching them interact with the kids is pretty cool.
I mean, you got to give it up to Taylor and Boris, and the fact that they went and did this.
Yeah, that's
they went above and beyond.
And the fact that they're going to make this an annual thing, it's only going to grow again. That's it.
Yeah, it should be next year. We're going to be in talks of a bunch of different plans, but I know that he's got quite a bit of people following him now, and he's got a lot of people really wanting to help out next year. So we can get some vendors and some other organizations, like VFW, American Legion, and stuff like that to come out. Yeah. I know Manzalona's Post 264 was out there. Good old Tom was out there helping with the coin toss last night. So
yeah,
that has been a sight.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Well, that's pretty awesome. That absolutely is. Carrie, you had somebody in the office today that actually provided us a learning
Yeah,
lesson.
it's good because it's going to help more people. Hopefully, Camp Lejeune, a dependent of someone who was at Camp Lejeune. So there are benefits for, you can apply to the Camp Lejeune Family Member Program, and then basically they need your information of when you were there. It can be spouse, children of that were either conceived on the base or born on base, lived on base, any time between 1953 and 1987. So if you have any illnesses that you're kind of wondering, especially if it's cancer, anything to do with kidneys, there's a few different things, even neurobehavioral effects. So like you can come, give us a call and ask, and we can put that application in. And it is something that they want. It appears that they're trying to give VA healthcare to the dependents of the Camp Lejeune members as well as the Camp Lejeune or service members. So yeah, come in or give us a call if you want to look into that, if you think you're affected by it. And there are other places too that there's not specific programs for, but the PFAS, the chemical pollutants in the water and everything that have affected people. And you may not have any idea why something's going on, but ask us and we'll see. We can always try and see what's going on, and if there's something we can do to help you.
Exposure sites just keep growing.
Yeah.
It's just like the toxic exposures.
Yeah.
Within,
Superfund sites, they call them too. There are some claims that I've done so far, at least, that have gotten due to the AFFF, so aqueous film forming foam. Took me a minute. It's a tongue twister.
The fact that she pulled that off was amazing.
Yeah,
I could never do that
rubber band in my hand. That's why.
Right.
The fidgets. Yeah, so that stuff is known to have had a lot of that PFAS in it, which they've stopped using now. But if you've used that in service, that's another thing. If you've got some strange things going on, ask us if you think you want to make a claim, if it's affecting you in your health. So
Actually, I got a question about that. So I've been reading, and I don't know, maybe you guys might be able to help me out with this, but was it like 5 times they were saying something about like exposures?
5 years they're trying to put a bill through or something, but it's not gone anywhere. Yeah.
That'd be tough to meet at that point in time of constant exposure for that long. That's rough. I hope that doesn't necessarily go through.
Right.
Yeah, 5 years is
5 times I can understand, but 5 years is a little stretch.
I mean, it could have been in basic training. A lot of like Navy, like people that do shipboard hazard and defense training use that stuff. I know. Yeah, it could be a one-time exposure and it affects people. We don't really know. So to say 5 years worth, that's usually like, what if you were only enlisted for 4 years?
Right.
Or, it's kind of limits it. So I don't really like it and it hasn't gone anywhere. But then there's another one also. We'll address that later because I don't want to get it wrong. Something that's been sitting since last July.
Really?
Yeah, I won't get into it just because it will be
right.
No information, but.
I was just looking at yesterday. I seen your paintings or whatnot in the back there that your friend made you.
Oh yeah.
I was like, where'd they go?
Oh yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah,
Did you see those yet?
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
Yeah, my friend Tanya, she's an Army veteran, and she does like epoxy type paintings and artwork. She loves doing it, and she does sell them too. But they're very cool. She made one look like a beach, sand and stuff, and the colors she'll custom make them too.
Really?
So she'll custom make them if anybody's interested. I told her I'd let them know her information. She actually has a website. I could share it online.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Matt, thanks for doing that last night too.
Oh,
getting out to that football game.
Past bedtime for Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm reaping the benefits today. Little zombie.
And you guys have got doors now. They shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so if anybody decides to take a trip down here and come visit us in the office, you'll notice that we actually have doors on our offices now, finally.
They can shut.
Yeah.
The frame side is put on.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only been waiting on that for 6 months now, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a hoot.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. We powered through, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's done and over with.
Poor Carrie had to work out of the closet, so to speak.
It is. It's a closet-sized little place there. It's too close for comfort sometimes. With trying to talk to veterans and you couldn't even shut the door. You know.
Everybody's packed in like sardines.
Yeah. But I'm glad. I'm glad to have the office space now and the privacy for them too to talk about things.
That's the whole reason why we did that was to get more privacy, more,
Yeah, make people comfortable.
Exactly.
It's quiet now.
Yeah,
it's
it
real
is
quiet.
very.
I couldn't hear you at all when we shut our doors. So.
Good.
That's great.
Yeah.
That was the whole intent, right?
So people can talk about what they got to talk about without worrying or without feeling uncomfortable, and it's just having the space to sit there and go over things is good.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Now we just got to figure out what we're going to do with the walls. We did that map idea, but then we were talking about the pictures, of the OIF, OEF era, So if you guys have any pictures, please send them in. Let us get them out here. A lot of ideas what we're going to do with like a community board, even possibility of that and stuff, So.
So dig through your sea bag, see if you guys have any of our Iraq or Afghanistan veterans. If you got anything that you'd be willing to donate to the office, maybe to put on the walls or something that kind of would strike nostalgia if you just saw it. That's kind of what we're kind of getting at. For a while, we honor our Vietnam vets, we love them to death, but we have a lot of Vietnam stuff.
Yeah, we need some Gulf War.
Yeah, it'll be nice Gulf War, desert wars and stuff. You have some stuff around here for, the younger generation to see when they come in. Be kind of fun. So.
I'll have to look through my stuff. I know I've got some things.
Tom Brown, he brought in that breast plaque there.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to thank him. He is one heck of a dude.
Yeah.
Tom does an awful lot for our community, let me tell you.
And it's those little things, like he didn't want just a piece of paper being on that map. He wanted to make sure that it looks good, and it does. It looks really nice.
Love it.
And it's a label of what it is and who donated it.
Okay.
So, another trifold. But I think it's just more to remind people about the Compact Act. What do y'all know about that?
That was the expansion, right?
Part
of it.
Yeah, but this one's dealing with mental health.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, if you're having a bout or episode or anything like that, or just really having a rough time, and it's like you need to be seen, you can go to any facility and let them know that you're a veteran, and then they'll treat you on the VA's behalf.
Okay.
So what the Compact Act did was allow you to go, see, like be treated at emergency rooms for that initial, right? Or you can go do inpatient, outpatient clinic, and the VA will cover that charge.
Oh, good.
For you. So you have up to 30 days of inpatient residential care that will be covered, or up to 90 days of outpatient. So that includes your prescriptions, and any other kind of services that they can give for you there and stuff. So this came out about 2 years ago. So I'm happy to see that it's still around and that,
Yeah, that's good.
That was kind of a big thing when that came out. Now that I remember it, I feel like an idiot that I can remember, but
There's so much though, which is good.
a lot of veterans don't know that. I mean, if they have a real bad mental health crisis, they can go
Mhm.
and get seen.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of civilian doctors don't have that, So
Mhm.
Yeah. And then sticking with that kind of realm as well, veterans that are, highly disabled or unable to really get out of the house and move and everything like that, and need that constant care,
Mhm.
family members that are providing that underneath the caregiver program,
Mhm.
there's mental health services for them as well now,
That's really
to
good.
help support them. There's
Wow.
education, legal services. It's really amazing how much they actually do uh, for the caregivers in specific with that, to include a monthly stipend. So if you know if you're a veteran at the house, your spouse or whatnot, just is unable to, and you're providing most of the care, come talk to us or ask questions because there's programs out there for sure to help make up that difference of you having not being able to work, um, and then on top of that, actually caring for you
Mhm.
because you're caring for the veteran.
Mhm.
So
Right.
telling you, and like I said, listen, there's so many programs that as soon as you learn one, the other one
Mhm.
comes out, and it's just an ever revolving door
Yep.
of
Yes.
information to have to keep track of. And
Yeah, and it's like once you do it, you could do it one year for the same type thing, and the next year it has changed a little.
Mm-hmm.
Usually for the better now. It has seemed that way.
It's true.
But always ask if you've tried something too and you thought it was. We just want you to ask, and we'll look and find out if
Yep.
there's anything that can be done or if there's a change that benefits you.
Absolutely. And we got my update. Um, like I call it the VA's Pizza Tracker, but it's their claim tracker. If you go to the VA's website and actually go right to the claim portion of it, you can track, and it's got 8 different steps. So now you won't be as confused, but still might be a little confused.
I
But
like
you'll
that.
actually
I,
get
I like
right.
you're
It's the
only confused.
VA's.
Well,
There's a
It is the
visual.
VA's website. So
There's a visual to go with the words.
Yeah, so you actually can see,
Mm.
visually, like where your claim is. Like, is it halfway through? Is it a quarter of the way through? Is it been rated yet? That kind of stuff. So it's a lot better than what it has been. So I'm pretty excited for that part.
Yeah.
I have to say though, in all honesty, with the e-benefit side of the house, when I first started getting into this, that was nothing but a hindrance
Yeah.
because it was so inaccurate,
Oh.
and veterans would look at it and see it and expect one thing due to what they were seeing, tracking it and stuff like that. And then when you go in and look at the claim itself, it was nowhere near that stage, or was not even ever there, or
Wow.
Oh.
So right now the way it sounds is that it's more how it jumps back and forth that gets confusing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a claim really does, though,
Mhm.
depending on what it is, because there's development,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Yeah.
of the claim. And then if the rater comes back, because once it's flagged to that it needs more information or anything like that, and more documentation or supporting evidence, uh, it'll be put in put set aside with a suspend state essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And the VA won't come back to look at it until that suspend state flags up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now they'll load up the evidence if it's gathered and turned in and stuff like that, right? And veterans will get confused, seeing that
Yeah.
because, well, I was at the rating stage,
Mm-hmm.
but that rater then decided that they needed more information on a certain disability, whether it's
Yeah.
medical documentation, whether it's proof of service, wherever that was. We're talking about Agent Orange or toxic exposure or anything like that, and they'll kick it back down for more development.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a constant back and forth,
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you have more than one claim or more than one disability you're claiming.
It's true.
Some can have. I mean, you can have like 15. You can
Mm-hmm.
have 2, 5. So it'll go back and forth too. Like it does that depending on who's looking at it, I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, it's weird.
You've seen a lot of ratings or disabilities being deferred before they actually rate them now.
Mhm.
So they'll go ahead and rate what claims they are
Mhm.
able to,
Right.
Yeah.
right, and deferring the ones that they still need development on.
Right.
Which is, I mean, it's
Step in the
pretty
right
nice.
direction.
Yeah,
It's good.
it helps get the veteran some funds and
Yeah.
compensation coming in, right?
Especially if they have something that's really serious and they need that. I mean, it's nice to see that.
Mm-hmm. Nope, it absolutely is.
I mean, they might be unable to work and or not able to work very much, and now they have income because
Right.
of this. They're getting something. So we've seen that. So
Absolutely.
It is. So I do have a question
Yeah.
for the two of you guys. What's one thing you guys are going to do over the weekend?
Laundry. Lots of it.
oh yeah,
Laundry.
there's always laundry.
Laundry.
It never ends.
No, try to kill a bunch of moles. I have
You still going at those?
Yeah, I just sprayed my house full of castor oil. I sprayed soap. I've done it all. I mean, it's working. I am getting caught up on it, but I just got 3 yesterday when I got home. It was just like, oh, man.
So are you shooting them or?
No, I'm spraying it with. I'm trying to do the non-chemical way of doing it, like the castor oil and soap and stuff. It has worked a little bit, but I'm gonna start looking into M80s or something explosive here.
Right,
Caddyshack.
You can get the secondary. There's bait that's safe for secondary ingestion for like raptors and stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it won't kill like the raptors and the owls if they get a hold of those. So done that before.
Raptors.
Oh yeah. Predator
raptors,
animals.
Predator, yeah, like hawks, eagles, anything that picks up those little rodents. And
I don't want to kill
them,
any
they
eagles,
get
but
poisoned.
at this point,
Yeah,
I'm
that
about
stuff
ready to.
won't. If you get the stuff that's safe for secondary ingestion, it's
Is it?
yep, and supposedly it costs the same.
God.
Okay.
It's gotta be
Yep.
something out.
Yeah.
You doing?
Me? Let's see. The kids and I are probably gonna do something fun. I don't know. I guess it depends partly on the weather. We go to the beach. That's gonna be the thing. Like get as much time at the beach as possible in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you always be talking about going to the beach. Like
Yep,
I think
it's
all
right there.
week, right, and everything
Every
like
day.
that.
Really?
I go every day after work
though.
if I
Look
can.
how white she is.
I don't go to get tan.
That's because of this office.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got no
It's
windows.
genetics, maybe.
Been pasty for the last year and a half.
Although when I went to Saudi, I got pretty tan.
Yeah.
Especially on my forearms.
I was gonna say if you were
That was
white,
about
you're
it.
gonna get tan over there.
I was like the most tan I've ever been in my life when I went there.
No,
I tell you, like
Yeah. Yep.
that shirt tan, that farmer's tan, kind of
doesn't go away for a couple of
Yeah.
years.
right?
Well, we had a pool too, so and it was all like it didn't matter what time of day,
Mhm.
when you're on the equator.
Mhm.
And that was if you had a day off. I mean, you're there. Yeah, it was fun times. But yeah, we'll probably go to the beach.
We were talking about deployment life not too long ago about how, like, shoot, I forgot Monday was Labor Day,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know. But when you're getting that groove where it's just the next day,
Mhm.
Yep.
What do you got going? You don't necessarily, pre-plan. You just live by the day.
Each
That's
day,
true.
right? Like oh my 15-year-old is playing football now, so I got to pay attention when his games are. And
Oh yeah.
then the school stuff and all the kids different things. They all do different things. So
After calendars.
yeah, and the
Mhm.
reminders, like 12 reminders for each event, so you don't forget.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Well,
All right.
we're gonna leave you guys. But till next episode, if there is anything that any of the listeners would like us to discuss, or there's any ideas that you guys would like to bring forward to our podcast, please let us know. Go to our Facebook site or go online and Google Antrim County Veteran Affairs, and it'll show up our website. Contact us anyway, but let us know if there's something you'd like to see. We'll put it in there for you. So, other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
Peace out, guys.
All right.